We found the hidden gem of California, the most breathtaking ride through the majestic Redwood forest on a train that is over 100 years old. Most native Californians don't even know this train exists, but it's available for anyone to ride every day of the week. In this video, I'll show you where to board the train, how much it costs, and exactly what you'll experience on this award-winning journey from the forest to the sea. But before I show you that, here's the journey my family and I take each year. Every year we go to family camp for 1 week out of the summer. One of the fun things we do in this camp is hike down to the train to take it to Santa Cruz.
I love trains.
Are you on a hike?
Huh? There's water.
There's water?
Huh? What? There's water.
Oh, Teddy's on the train! Teddy's on the train!
Ready for train day? Oh, let's get your glasses on. You want to try your glasses?
Sure.
These are motion sickness glasses. He said he always gets sick on the train, so we're gonna try them out. Oh, cool. Tilt your head to the side. Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Looking cool.
Once on the train, the counselors sing songs to each car before we make our way down the track.
Happy day, I'm living for my Lord.
If you're driving and you hear that sound, make sure you stop for the train. You don't want this to happen. And here's where you can board the train. Most people take this train to or from a place called Roaring Camp in Felton, California. Roaring Camp is a recreation of a logging town in the 1880s. At Roaring Camp, you'll find an old covered bridge, general store, blacksmith shop, an old schoolhouse, and lots of trains. They even host special events like model train societies showcasing their engines and cars. This train is one of the tiniest working steam engines in existence. It doesn't use batteries and it is not plugged in. From there, the train travels through the Santa Cruz Mountains on a route opened in 1875. As of today, the standard price for a round-trip ticket costs $41.95 for adults and $27.95 for kids. Infants 2 years old and younger ride for free. This track takes you into Henry Cowell Redwood State Park with its 40-acre grove of old-growth redwoods. The largest tree in this area is approximately 277 feet tall and about 1,500 years old. In the late 1880s and early 1900s, most of the ancient redwoods in the Santa Cruz Mountains were logged, but some of the oldest surviving trees have been preserved in this section of the forest. These trees are massive. Redwoods, also called sequoias, are very interesting trees. Most of the growth here did not come from seeds, but grew up from and around the stumps of fallen redwood trees.
Feeling
sick or doing good? Sideways? Oh, thumbs up. This is one of the oldest and most historic railways in California. The lime and redwood lumber that traveled these rails were essential in California's development. Are you gonna go in a tunnel?
Yeah!
Yeah, let's do it. This tunnel was opened in 1875 and measures 918 feet in length. The tunnel runs directly under the old mission graveyard. Fun fact, due to the soft soil being held up by timbers, the constant vibration of trains, and the natural migration of corpses, bones would occasionally fall onto the tracks in the tunnel's earlier days.
What do you think of that?
Are we out of the tunnel?
We went in a mountain.
Well, it's bright out here. Since 1878, trains have run right down the middle of Chestnut Street in Santa Cruz. This is known as street running, and back in the old days, it was a common practice where a train would basically share the street that normally just had cars and pedestrians on it. Eventually, we came alongside the beach and onto the Santa Cruz Boardwalk with its many rides, games, food, and attractions. Our 2-year-old Teddy instantly found a ride he wanted to go on.
He found a ride. He found a ride. That's not a ride. That's a maintenance vehicle.
Surrounded with the colorful sights and carnival sounds, we were ready for a day of fun in the sun, if the sun ever decided to come out. It's pretty cold today, and there's a bunch of stuff that we wanted to do at camp, so we're actually going to take the first train out of here, which is something we've never done. Usually we spend the whole day here at the boardwalk. Today, we're gonna do about an hour and a half, then get back on the train and go back to camp. And so we gotta pack in anything we wanna do right now. And obviously the first thing we wanna do is see Laughing Sal.
The priority is and always will be Laughing Sal.
Okay, Laughing Sal might seem a little unnerving today, but she is a bit of amusement park history. Apparently, between 1930 and 1950, around 300 Laughing Sals were manufactured to greet guests in front of fun houses, dark rides, and roller coasters. This is one of the only remaining Laughing Sals known to exist, and she originally came from the Fun House at Playland at the Beach in San Francisco. One of my personal favorite things about the Santa Cruz Boardwalk is you can visit an actual magic shop there. For those of you who don't know, I used to work in a magic shop. I worked in a magic shop in high school, and then I worked on an online magic shop out of college. And for a long time, I made a lot of silly videos in that magic shop. There's something magical, pardon the pun, about stepping into a crowded shop filled with magicians' secrets. And this is a great place to experience that. All right, we're about to go into this Cannonball Fun and Games, and there will be some flashing lights because it's an arcade. So if you have photosensitivity, you can scroll ahead to the time code below, and we'll see you then, because we're gonna have a lot of fun today. There's lots to do. One thing we haven't done a whole lot in the past trips here is spend time in the arcades, but Jessica found a Marvel coin pusher game that was calling her name this time around.
Well, that's a good one. Yeah! Oh, you get more! Infinity Stone! That was another Infinity Stone!
I'm a marble! Yeah.
It looks like she needs
Oh, look, it landed on it.
Oh, it's dangling there. It is dangling there. Come on! Yeah!
I got my Infinity Stone! Super spin!
Super spin! You win 150 tickets!
This ride behind me is called the Undertow. The big kids are gonna go on that, and the little kids are gonna go on the jet copters. They're not just helicopters, they're jet copters. Undertow has a height requirement of 48 inches and costs 8 points per person. Ticketing here is a point system. You load up a boardwalk card with points, and you redeem those for rides, games, and food. 1 point usually equals $1, but they have some deals here where you can get a few extra points for free. For example, if you load a card up with $50, you can get 5 extra points for free. They also offer unlimited rides in the form of a 1-day wristband, which currently costs between $40 and $75, and a season pass, which ranges between $90 and $150. The jet copters have a maximum height of 56 inches and cost 5 points per rider. On this ride, the kids are in complete control of how high they go, so they primarily stayed on the ground. This wasn't for a fear of heights, more a lack of understanding of the controls.
Did you go in a jet copter?
Uh-huh.
Was it fun?
Uh-huh.
How was the ride?
It's fun.
Good. It was really fun.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10?
Yeah.
How was the ride?
10 out of 10.
What is this, Bailey?
It's just good.
Just
It's called
good.
a mango nada. Mango nada.
Mango nada. Look at all the chunks in there. It's chunky.
It's the best food in the world.
Speedway has no height requirement other than riders under 36 inches must ride with a chaperone. The cost is 5 points and pricing applies to both riders. After we had our fill of games, rides, and snacks, it was time to get back on the train for a scenic ride back to camp. Most of the cars that make up this train are open cars, which means they have no roof. But in the back of the train, there's usually a very old passenger car with padded seats. This is how we usually like to ride back after a day at the Boardwalk. You having fun on the train? Yeah? This bridge crossing the San Lorenzo River was built all the way back in 1909. Oftentimes, after a big day at the Boardwalk, the comfy seats and rocking of the train lull our little ones into a much-needed nap. You kind of sleepy? You want to take a nap when we get back?
No. I think I'll do Fluffy if Fluffy's there.
You're going to pet the cat that hangs out around our cabin?
Yeah,
All
I
right.
named it Fluffy.
All right, now we hike back uphill to the camp. You ready?
Yeah.
Got your hiking shoes on? These are Crocs. How are you gonna hike in those?
I don't know.
You don't know? On Daddy's shoulders? Is that your plan? Getting crumbs in my hair? The whole way there? There's a lot less activity on the hike back up to camp. In the morning, the counselors dressed in wacky outfits and guided the campers down to the train by playing games with them along the trail.
Ice cream, soda, cherry on top. Who's your favorite counselor? I forgot. Is it? Oh, I can. Fun! Sequoia! Doodle! Cypress! Strider! Mars! Sequoia! Papaya! Simba! Snapdragon! Strider! Strider! Who's your favorite counselor? I forgot. Is it? Sequoia! Mars! Smart!
As you can see, you have a day camp counselor right here trying to remember names of other counselors. Isn't it dangerous?
Papaya!
Extremely easy to forget.
Fun!
We're looking at
Sequoia!
how many jumps and this is the 30 jumps. Can you think of names as I'm yelling names in your ear? Can you think of names?
I'm your favorite counselor.
Ice cream soda, cherry on top. Who's your favorite counselor? I forgot. Is it Sequoia? Mars. John. Trainer. Mars. That was quick. I'm usually good at that.
On our way back up to camp, we came across several large banana slugs. There's a tradition here where you kiss the first banana slug you see for good luck. Bailey always participates in this tradition, and she hasn't seen one until this very moment.
Oh no.
What?
Go for it, princess. See what it turns into.
Oh, it didn't become a prince.
Wait, I wanna kiss it.
I guess Parker really needed some good luck this year because he kissed 2 banana slugs. We are back at camp now, and the rest of camp comes back at around 5. So we kind of have the whole camp to ourselves. A few people took that early train back, but for the most part, the camp is fairly empty. They don't have the same activities that they typically do because a lot of the staff gets this time off. We're gonna go around and see what we can find to entertain ourselves around camp. We're gonna go exploring. You gonna go exploring? Did you bring your spaceship?
Look, no, it's a multivitamin.
A multivitamin?
Multivitamin machine.
Multivitamin machine.
With the M&Ms. And also multivitamin.
Duncan and I have been playing this ring on the hook game. So we're supposed to get this ring on this hook. And we've been playing it for about 3 hours now. Neither one of us has done it once. After playing for a long, long time, there was a clear winner, which was the hook, because none of us could get the ring on it. Luke got really into playing mini golf and even developed his own unique style and technique.
Yeah.
You did it! Good job. Now hit it. Nice.
Yeah.
Did you get it in there?
Yeah, I did.
You did it. Good job. Oh, you're going over the top. Over the top.
I don't think that's possible.
That's a fun way to do it. All right, Duncan. Ooh, close. Oh, sneaking around the backside.
Yeah, that's what I want
So partway through our adventure, Jessica texted me and said that Teddy was not taking his nap. He was all over the cabin doing all sorts of mischief. So I grabbed the stroller, put him and Luke into the stroller, and now I'm just hanging out with Luke, and we're talking about train day.
and we're gonna do numbers. We found 2 numbers.
We found 2 numbers, yeah, the numbers that are hidden around camp. Did you like going to the boardwalk on the train or coming back on the train?
Coming back on the train.
Why?
Can I go back?
What was your favorite ride you went on today? Did you like the helicopters or the cars better?
The cars.
The cars.
And also the helicopter.
Not the helicopters.
Helicopter, I like.
It was actually kind of nice coming back early. It's just a little bit more chill of a day. The golfing is a new thing, the mini golf. They've never had that at this camp before. We've added it up and we've gone to this camp for almost the last 10 years. We've been coming here and I did not realize it had been that many times. We took a break during the pandemic when people were quarantining, but anytime that we could within those 10 years we've been here. So it's fun seeing the little differences and the different ways that you can do the camp. And this is the first time that we've had the golf as an option. So we played with the golf, the mini golf today, and you were pretty good at it.
And let's see, Teddy.
Let's see Teddy. Yeah, what happened to Teddy? He wouldn't take his nap, and now he's taking his nap. I took him out for an adventure, and I don't think it excited him enough. He went right to sleep. We're in a very tranquil area of camp right now. Look at this. We've got a little spring going through the ferns and the reeds. If I could live in this forest, I would. This is where I feel like so at peace and nice, and it's great. Once all the other campers came back, we sat down to a meal of Italian meatballs, penne primavera, potatoes, chicken Alfredo, and breadsticks. We ate our dinner and called it an early night. Train day wears you out a little bit, but it's totally worth it. If you find yourself in the Northern California area, you should definitely try the Big Trees and Pacific Railroad to and from Santa Cruz and Roaring Camp. It's a great time.